afternoon to our lecturer and also our classmate. We are from Group 4, so we will present the HER report of Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur. So due to the pandemic COVID-19, we cannot have the face-to-face interview with the hotel manager, but we conduct an online interview through the platform, which is Zoom meeting with the hotel manager of Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur, Mr. Yang. So through the whole interview, we can get the information about the background of the hotel, English language usage of the hotel, service provided by the hotel, how they're handling the complaints, and also the recommendation for the hotel. So through Mr. Yang, we know that Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur is a well-known 5-star hotel, and it also is the best benchmark for the other Le Meridien branding hotel in Kuala Lumpur. It was established in year 2004 and located at the Nation Transportation Hub. Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur is nearby many tourist destinations such as Menara Kuala Lumpur, Petronas Twin Towers, and also the National Museum. So, the vision for the Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur is to be the world favorite travel company, and the mission is to enhance the lives of our customer by creating and enabling unsurpassed vacation and leisure experience. So Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur have 420 guest rooms, includes 24 suites, and there are 6 food and beverage outlets. So for the department in the Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur, there are 9 departments in the hotel, which is front office department that include concierge and also phone reservation, housekeeping department that include commercial laundry service team, food and beverages service department, event management department, culinary department, finance department, human resource department, loss prevention and security department, and the last one is the sales and marketing department. So the staff in the hotel is 550 staff for the regular operating, but due to the pandemic COVID-19, the hotel was cut off many of the staff, and for now only 290 staff in the hotel. Other than that, the Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur was mainly focused on the traveling website such as TripAdvisor, Booking.com, Agoda, and so on for the marketing purpose. And they also have their own official Facebook website and also Instagram for customers to contact them.
Good day, sir. My name is Ku Ziquan. My matrix number is 263148, and I'm going to present about the English language usage part for Hotel Le Meridiens according to the interview sessions with Mr. Yang. Firstly, as we know, English language is very important in our life, in our educations, works, or even in the hospitality industry. After we have an interview sessions with Mr. Yang, we found that the major language that used in Hotel Le Meridiens was English also. The staff of the Hotel Le Meridiens in the front office will use English language to communicate with the guests when it comes to the reservations, bookings, or the payment sessions. Besides, Mr. Yang stated that this is because almost 85% of the guests are from overseas. So English language is a primary language for them to communicate with the guests. For those guests that cannot speak English language very well, the staff of the Hotel Le Meridien will also use Malay language to communicate with them in order to let them feel more comfortable with their mother language. According to the interview sessions with Mr. Yang, Mr. Yang also stated that the most of the guests would like to use English to communicate each other, because they think that it's easier to communicate each other by using the English language. Nowadays, our countries are facing COVID-19 pandemic, and the pandemic has a lot of negative impacts to our hospitality industry because most of the people cannot travel to other country or even travel among the state. Besides, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, people from the overseas cannot travel to Malaysia, so most of the guests are the local guests. So they are using Malay language more. They will follow the trend of the guests to decide whether to use English language or Malay language to communicate with them. For the communications among the staff, some of them will use English language to communicate, while some of them will use Malay language to communicate. This is depending on the department of their hotels. For example, sales department will speak English among each other more because they are made up of more senior people that need to meet the large group of people. While department like laundry and housekeeping department, they will speak Malay among each other. This is because most of the staff in this department are Malays and they feel more comfortable by using their mother language, and this will also let them communicate each other with a better ways, and they can feel comfortable and their communication will become smoother and they can work together more efficiency. Okay, that's all for the English language usage part. Thank you, and I will pass to the next presenter.
Hi everyone, my name is Chu Franny and my metric number is 263535. So now I will present about the hospitality cycle and service provided by Meridien Hotel. So hospitality cycle have 4 stages that involve arrival, familiarization, the engagement and departure. So for the first stage arrival, this stage will start with physical interaction with the hotel staff, which is the guests arrive at the airport or other transport station. And Meridien Hotel have provide the variety of transportation service for their guests. So for the family session stage is involve the guests reach the hotel and the concept of bellboy will help to arrange the luggage. The hotel staff will give a warm and sincere greeting to welcome their guests. This stage will also include the check-in process, and front office staff will be undergoing the check-in process and assign the room for the guests. So for the engagement stage, the hotel will make sure the room is always clean. Meridien Hotel have provide special room for the disability people, and they have also provide the full service laundry, and the hotel also entering dining service that available 24 hours, so the guests can enjoy the food anytime. The staff will always take care their guests and give feedback to the guests. So for the last stage is departure. The front office staff will carry on the billing and checkout process in this stage. They will also ask the feedback from the guests to improve the service of the hotel in future. After this, the concierge will help the guests to carry their luggage and the staff will send them to airports. So for the service provided by Meridien Hotel, according to Mr. Granyang, Meridien Hotel as a 5-star hotel, so they have provide various type of service for the guests, such as airport transfer service, luggage service, concierge service, conference service, welding service, and full laundry service that able to make the laundry service for their guests in a short time. From the aspect of catering service, they have interim dining service that available for 24 hours, and 6 restaurants that offer various different types of cuisine, and a buffet restaurant that provide three buffets a day, a steakhouse with the big steakhouse in Kuala Lumpur, and a lobby bar slash restaurants. They have also provide several service for the member such as royal catering, and the hotel also prepare executive lounge for their VIP and royalty members. So VIP can access on a complimentary basis to their club lounge, which give them food and beverage throughout the day and the evening. Besides, the hotel also will provide very high privacy service for the VIP, such as reserving an eraser and security personnel to run that eraser. This hotel also have secret door on the other side of hotel, and the staff will take VIP through the back of house and take them up to the room that very discreetly. So, Meridien Hotel also have provide special service for disabled people, for example, wheelchair and room that suitable for disabled people to access. So, for the bathroom, Meridien Hotel also provide the bathroom that different from them. So, the bathroom for disabled people have more hand rails and the basin are lower. So for the fire detection system, the hotel also provide the different fire detection system for the guests that leave, which is silence. So when fire, the leave guests will see the bright red lights in their room. Thank you.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Singma. So every hotel receives customer complaint, and Hotel Meridien is no exception. So as shared by the Mr. Grania, the hotel manager in this hotel, and there are some key issues in dealing with customer complaints. The first is how to prevent common complaint, and then how to respond to the complaint when we receive. So the most important thing is how to minimize any complaint. When Mr. Granyang trained his team, he prepared a learn model, LEARN. These are different steps in dealing with complaint. First, L is listen, listening to customer. Let them say what they have to say. Let them share what they have to share. And don't sit there and think while they are talking. Because the second we thinking, we are not listening. And second, E is stand for empathy. Staff cannot give customer empathy if the staff does not listen and does not hear what they have to say. So the next one, A, is apologize. Apologize. Some problem of the hotel may have nothing to do with their personnel, but no matter the customer choose to complain them, and they must apologize to the customer. Next, R stand for react. How did staff react to what customer just shared with them? Lastly, N stand for notify. It can mean informing customer that you have taken action after they have complained. It can notify the manager that a complaint has been received, but ending means ending the cycle of complaints. Hotel Meridien train the team to deal with the complaints because from a service point of view, the customer enable their complainants to resolve their complaint in a satisfactory way, and they provide the service they might think is the best way to deal with the customer complaint. This is how Hotel Meridien trains the team to follow the learn model process that minimize the number of major complaints before it occurs. Next, how to handle negative online review. According to the interview session, Mr. Granyang stated that handling complaints in online is very different. He tried to find a way to connect with customers, such as making a phone call to a local customer and creating an opportunity to emphasize with the person, and creating a report that better understand the nature of their customer complaints. After that, try to motivate them in some way or form depending on the nature of the complaints. For example, if the customer not satisfied with the steak at the restaurant, and the manager can invite them back or give them a discount or free steak at the next meal. Then after dealing with the customer, make a judgment and try to get that person back to the hotel and maintain their customer status. It is important to respond appropriately. This is because for an online complaint, not only to this person, the hotel should respond to everyone who may borrow and read the comments. So the staff have to think how they can respond better to that person and make a good impression to other readers. In conclusion, the most important thing to keep in mind when dealing with a complaint, no matter how small, no matter how serious, reasonable or not, hotel need to approach customer with empathy, which means putting yourself in their shoes and understanding how they feel. This is because if you go into a complaint with mentality, then you are never going to win that customer and make them happy. So this is how a hotel win over their customer and keep them happy and satisfied. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Good day, sir. My name is Lim Wei and my metric number is 263476, and I will going to present about the recommendation for Le Meridien Hotel. So there are 4 recommendations that we would like to recommend to them, which the first one is provide hotel parking to guests. As we know that the hotel parking space is one of the important facilities in any hotel to secure their guest vehicles. In Le Meridien Hotel, we have known that they have their own parking as well, but the space are merged with the other buildings. It had been caused of trouble in recently for their guests, as it was not noticed that he parked at the third-party parking and had been claimed by them in the midnight. On the next day, the guest had realized his car had been claimed and asked for help from the staff in the hotel. It does cause a lot of trouble, as they need to contact the third party who are responsible in the parking and also try their best to help the guest solve his problem. Therefore, we would like to recommend that Le Meridien Hotel should upgrade and enlarge their parking facilities and have a parking spaces that owned by themselves to improve their services in order to satisfy their customers to the next level. Besides that, the second recommendation that we would like to recommend is provide extra skill trainings for their staff. In Le Meridien Hotel, Sir Granyang, the manager of Le Meridien Hotel, told us that their staff have been trained by the LEARN model, which is listen, empathy, apologize, react and notify. It is a creative way for their staff to have a good services to their staff. Also, since Le Meridien Hotel is an international hotel, we know that languages and the ways to communicate with guests are very important, because miscommunication may cause bad reviews from customers, dissatisfaction by customers, and also bad experience in the hotel for the customers. So we would like to recommend them to provide foreign language class for their staff, as prepared to serve their guests that come from the different countries. However, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it had strongly affected the hotel business, and majority of the customers are come from the local now. So we think that they may have a basic language class for their staff as to communicate with the local guests, and it will be useful as it is the main language that had been used in Malaysia. So other than that, The third recommendation that we would like to recommend is implement high technology. As the time changes, most of the hotels are using high technology to compete among each other. It has played a huge role in the hotel industry as to enhance their services and also marketing field. In order to increase the certification of guests, we recommend that Le Meridien Hotel to install the digital key in their hotel. It is used to unlock a room by transmitting a signal through Bluetooth when a mobile is beyond the range of the room. It does also used to access to the facilities in the hotel, such as elevator, gym room, and parking lot. We also recommend that Le Meridien Hotel to implement the high technology called connected room in their hotel. It is used to control the TV selection and live content, temperature and light control in the room. The guests can modify their list of personal preference on the mobile apps. Therefore, they may make the guests have a better experience and more interest to stay in hotel as technology makes them feel more safety because only they have the permission to access to their room through the mobile apps. So that's all from me, and I will pass to my another groupmate to continue the last point of the recommendation. Thank you.
In conclusion, Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur is a popular 5-star hotel in Kuala Lumpur that provides exceptional services and first-rate facility for the guests. Other than that, the Le Meridien Hotel stands out with the professional service by the hotel staff and also the food and beverages of the restaurants and bars. Hence, if you have the chance to vacation in Kuala Lumpur, we suggest you have the Le Meridien Kuala Lumpur as your accommodation and enjoy the luxury experience. Thank you.